Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's trading floor. It's July 30th, coming up to the end of the month. Markets very strong today, weather being the key factor as we pushed into some new highs for corn yesterday and beans running higher as well in the overnight trade. But very strong. Corn for the first time ever closed above $8 for December corn. So sitting right around that 8.14 level, about 20 3/4 cents higher today. Beans up 41 3/4 cents with wheat up 16.5. So once again, very strong. Things were very supportive, and we did close stronger on the sense that, as I mentioned, weather. The weather right now still two different models saying two different things. The U.S. model has some rain coming in over the next few weeks, whereas the European model not as much, and actually bringing in some warmer temps. Which one's right? The European model's been more right, over the last few months than we've seen the GFS model. So continue watching these maps, but we'll see what happens there. Not only that, we stayed strong because of crop ratings, crop conditions. Guys, we're expecting to see a 2 to 5% decline for corn and beans, and conditions came out 24% good to excellent in corn. That's down 2%, and in beans. 2% lower, down to 29%. So we'll see. I think the market was trying to play in that it might have been a little bigger than that. But you can make the argument now that maybe we're slowing things down if we continue to get these rains. But we'll see. Spring wheat up 3%, so up to 63%. And it may pressure this wheat as well, which could influence the corn now that we're back up in this $8 level. Very light volume though today. I was quite surprised. We did big volume overnight, Sunday night trade, and then today, very light volume for corn and beans. So it's like as soon as the pit opened up, we just kind of sat there, chopping around in a very tight range. So we'll see what kind of impact we have. I think we're starting to see the spec community really taking a look at this $8 level for corn and kind of questioning if we should be buying $8 corn. But the fundamentals are still strong. We don't know what kind of yields we have out there yet, and that's going to impact us the most. So, but looking at things tonight, if I've got to guess where we're going to open up here overnight, I think we probably are going to start off a little lower. I think we could see a little pressure. Guys, we're expecting to see these good to excellent ratings come in, probably a little bit weaker than they were, and that could set us off a little bit lower here off for the overnight. So continue watching that, but I think we could get a lower open. The dollar today stronger, up about 13 cents. Crude oil setting back about 62 cents, so just below $90 a barrel, but still hovering. I mean, we're seeing us chop one day below 90, next day above 90. So we're still in a tighter range here for the energy markets, kind of waiting to see what happens. Some of the other talk that we've been getting today that could be affecting these grains, I guess, if something is to pass, is that there's talks right now and there's petitions being thrown around for the EPA to come in and reduce the ethanol mandate or get rid of it altogether. You're getting a big push right now from the livestock industry, saying that the feed costs are just too high. You can't make this work, and we need to see some lower costs for feed. So we'll see, but that is a lot of talk. That's something that I don't think the EPA is going to come in and do anything up front, but it is some political jargon and some political talk right now that you've got to be aware of. We may see some profit taken here if it scares enough guys out. But looking at livestock today, fat cattle mixed. Box beef was a little stronger. Choice up 58, select up 59. So a little bit of support there for box beef. With cash cattle trading about $1 higher last week, we may have come in here and might find a little support once again this week as far as the cash basis. So maybe we still can see some kind of a bounce, maybe get a little recovery yet, a little further recovery for the fat cattle. As far as hogs, down 70 cents today for August. The back months were higher, so a lot of unwinding of spreads. But this August was down. You had the Iowa, Minnesota, as well as the midday national prices that were lower and helped keep that August under pressure. We typically, as we get through this week, we start to see more of a decline for cash hog prices, and that may take us down from this point if that does happen. But we could see us chop sideways maybe through this week is what typically happens before we do see that decline. So a lot of information at you guys here today. As I mentioned, probably going to see the grains start off a little bit weaker here today as both corn and beans drop only 2%, where some guys were expecting to see a larger decrease than that. But give us a call over here with any questions you have at 800-262-7538, or check us out online at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.